Welcome to another episode of ChatsWithJele. Ekse, welcome to another episode of ChatsWithJele. So yeah, guys, on today's episode, I have one of your favorite barbers, one of your famous barbers from 013, and soon, hopefully, he's gonna be the most famous barber in Ekse. Hopefully. But yeah, man, on today's episode I have a barber for you guys. As I always say, Guti, my podcast is not mainly on like the music and all of that, but everyone that does anything that has to do with 013 as a whole, and that has sort of an impact in the community. But yeah, man, on today's episode I have I'll just say Upesh for now, and that Yenuzos introduce a further. Welcome.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, may you please just introduce yourself and your real name besides Upesh, because obviously
governmental name.
Yeah, and I know, guys, Guti, some of you ladies out there will be like, yeah, smash, nah. Unfortunately, Upesh is married. But yeah, man, so for ladies that are watching this, hey, sorry. And umuntu wakapesh is on shire, so please don't even. But yeah, man.
So yeah, governmental name. I am Sebastian Sipesitle Lukuzi.
Okay. So yeah, man. Obviously, Bash. First question I have for you is, Bash, why are you comfortable with that?
Bash is comfortable. Used to it.
So obviously, man. Just to break the ice, who is Bash? Where did you grow up? Which schools did you go to?
So yeah.
Is it a long one?
Not really, because I've been like bounded with bank all my life, but it's really been interesting because born and raised here. Primary school I went to Vuma Primary School. It's combined actually, Vuma Combined School.
Okay.
Because it's up to like grade 8. You understand? So from there on, I went to like Ebongensimbi. It's Ebongensimbi Comprehensive School.
Okay.
So it's just been there. I've never been like outside of World Bank for more than a year.
I've been here since. But yeah, man. So as I said before we started, you're known for being the best barber from Wet Bank, and
Shout
soon
out.
to be the world, man. But yeah, man. I just want to ask, have you ever when did you actually start or see you actually in love with cutting people's hair? I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
It is.
But like, when did you see okay, man, actually I can actually
Passionate
do
about
this?
this.
Yeah, I can actually do this. And what year was it? Do you recall it? And all of that.
So it's actually a funny story because while I was still in training center, we did an interview with Malahleni FM and they asked the very same question. Check. So the answer's still the same, man. Growing up, I've always been one of those clean boys. I'm a neat freak and stuff like that. So I don't know if I should disclose it or what, but it's part of who I am at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
I was a school janitor. I understand.
Okay.
During the period of COVID and whatsoever. So after a couple of months, the contract ended.
Okay.
I stayed at home, I was unemployed, So my cousin, Fundo Ipengaya, she was like on her way from school, passed by a training center, she meets this guy who happened to be my facilitator later on.
Okay.
So the guy was like, they're looking for trainees, Legends Barber and stuff like that. So my cousin just took the numbers out of G. So she came home, she gave me the numbers. I was like, let me just try it out. Because at this point I have nothing to do. I'm like staying at home. So I tried it out. My first day was on a Saturday, imagine. So I go there. I think I was 6 to arrive.
Okay.
At that point. So there was like 5 people before me already and they met. You understand? So firstly we started doing we have training manual. So it's like a formal book on how to cut hair and stuff like that.
And I was about to ask about that, but okay,
the procedures, how to sterilize. So we started with that for like a whole week. obviously during that week it was like, I'm not sure about this now. Cause it was kind of like boring, but we started cutting. The moment they were like, you guys can start cutting people. Like, okay. We started Chisco. You know, from Chisco it was like brush. I was like, okay. Cause now brush, you start to trim people, check your mistakes and stuff like that. You learn how to use a cutthroat. You know, the thing with a razor, we call it a cutthroat.
Oh, okay.
So you start to use it. Like, it gets interesting, you see. So that's why I feel like I kind of like fell in love with cutting hair. You understand? Because it's now, it's trigonometry actually, it's trick. So it gets like triangles, you know what, you know. So you know, it's also part of mathematics, man.
So have you ever thought that you'd actually do this full time, or when it's just gonna be like temporarily delay mile, you know, and then just you start like something far from like cutting people's hair? Have you ever thought you actually do this like full time?
Honestly, no. For me, it started off as push his cards. You know, I have nothing to do with like cars. See, there's a lot of temptations with cars. There's drugs, there's alcohol, there's crime. You understand? So I was like, as long as I'm outside of the hood, it's fine with me. So I was like, push his cards. See? But eventually, it was like, I want to be part of the Legends family. You understand?
Okay.
I want to be part of that. But now I'm like, okay, it's who I am. I'm a barber. You understand? So I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Okay. So like take us throughout like in depth to when did it actually like start? Like what year was it? And like how is it going currently? Is it still proper as you started? Or there's more challenges because manje maybe if they want to bash and now it's just too much for you. But yeah, just take us through everything, Guti. Okay. Like what year was it exactly? What's okay? This year I did this year, and all of that. Because when did Legends Barber come here in Witbank? Is it 2020? Yeah, so okay, but yeah, you can take us through.
Yeah. So I started training center 2021 around September.
Okay.
Around September, I started training center. So I initially got hired around 2022.
Okay.
Around April, I think. April, yeah. So when they hired me, they were like, okay, there's a spot for you in the shop, but it's in Secunda. And that time, I'm not sure what's gonna happen there, like financially or whatsoever. I'm not like really prepared. Cause I'm used to being in Witbank. That's like my comfort zone, my comfort area.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm willing to try it out. So I signed the contract. It was like 2 days after I left. It was a Friday. We left. I think it was the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. And imagine it's my first day at work. People are already getting paid. So I'm like, under pressure. Plus that time, it's a Friday. It's close to month end, so it's fairly busy. So my manager at that time, we go Secunda. I meet the guys and whatnot. We start cutting. Really, the moment we got there, they were like straight to work. No resting, no kidding. Straight to work. So I get there, we work. Later on, they show me where I'm gonna stay. It turns out I was sharing a room with my with my second in charge. So I used to share a room, I think we shared for like 2 months. So I got there. So it's a Friday, the guys wanna go out and drink. So I'm still nervous. I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay in, I wanna rest. Still that good boy type of energy. Early mornings, early nights, So I was like, So I worked there for like 8 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, for like 8 months. Because I came back around October, November last year.
Okay.
Came back due to like family situations and stuff like that. My girlfriend had a thing going on, so the man meets with us side. So I came back, started working here, but there were conditions though. Obviously, there's always conditions, but there were conditions. So I was like, regardless, as long as I'm gonna be there for the person that I love, I was like, might as well go each. So I came this side, started working. Lucky enough, this side, most of the guys that are working here, like 8 out of 10 are people that I was with at the training center.
Oh,
so it was kind of easy for
to
me
adapt to everything. Yeah.
You understand? So I know, for me, I felt like it was easy to be part of the group because I know whose weaknesses, I know whose strength. So it was like I take advantage of their strengths and then like don't judge them based on their, disabilities and stuff like that. So it all became like a proper team. Yeah.
Okay. So, and then your experience of working at the most famous barbershop in Ekse. Tell us more on how you I feel like you disclosed this one, but like on how you actually got there. Have you ever thought you'd actually work a Legends barber? And how was the treatment from like your staff? Let's leave you being like a secunda. Let's speak about the side. The side. How was it?
Honestly, first, I never thought I was gonna work at Legend. I remember the first time Legends opened, the first time it popped, first time people started recognizing it and whatnot. I saw a picture of an SDC. He had we call it a high top.
Okay.
He had like a high top with fiber, hair building fibers, no powder. He was proper.
Science.
So hair building fibers is the powder that we use
to
like enhance the trim and stuff like that. Yeah, so it did him a fade, a cut with like that powder.
From a distance and be like,
it's science, bro.
But like, isn't those kurumaya, yo.
It's a lot, man.
You can carry on.
Yeah, so I saw that haircut. I think by that time I was still in high school. If not high school, like late primary, like 8th grade. So I saw that haircut. I was like, yo, I wish one day I could get that haircut.
Oh,
get that haircut. You understand? So at first, when the training center opened, I heard about it, but they were like, Legends Barber is giving out free haircuts.
Oh,
you understand? So I was like, I don't trust it. Doesn't sound legit. So I didn't go for like the whole year. I didn't go. Yeah, bro. And then the next day, it's where it happened. We'd see my cousin came back with the numbers. So I decided, I heard about it last year. So let me just go try it out and see. So they gave me an opportunity. Because when I got there, it was legit. They've got like chairs set up there. We call there's a cloth that we put around you. We call it a cape, a barber's cape.
So that's where still up.
Yeah. Because Superman has a cape on the back, right? So we call it a barber's cape. Because it's like around the neck. You understand? So when I got this, like chairs, barber's cape, they would like Legends, like the proper Legends capes. So I was like, this must is legit with mirrors and everything, proper lighting. I was like, alright, it's now, man. Let me try it out. So it worked, man. I legit never thought I wanted to work at Legends. I never pictured myself being a barber. I never pictured myself like even touching hair, other people's hair. You understand? But now, man, I can't live without it.
So a treatment, like the side in Midbank, how was it? When you came like from Secunda and you came this side, how was the treatment from your staff or everyone around you?
Amazing, man. Very welcoming. Like I said, most of the guys were people like I was with the training center. So it was like coming home. Understand? Warm welcome. Obviously, it's like a new environment, but with the same people. So it was heartwarming, I should say.
And then, like speaking about treatment, I've heard you guys like as barbers, some barbers actually run away from kids. They don't like cutting kids. Maybe it's because of the crying. I don't know. But from your side, do you mind, or are you that patient to that point? So you don't really mind. But yeah, like cause a lot of barbers don't. Mawuza nomntwana like ukhala or bacale bakhombani no like this one. But yeah, man, like from your side, how was your experience? Maybe let me ask it like in this way. Your first time actually cutted a kid, how was it?
My first time was a training center.
Okay. So no, but okay, I'll ask that as we go. Yeah.
So there was this girl I was dating that time. She had a kid.
Okay.
So she came over and she was like, "Can you please cut my kid here?" Mind you, that kid was crying. And one thing about the training center, I don't know why they do that, but somehow now I think I do know why. They bring a machine, we call them clippers. They bring clippers.
Machine.
Yeah, they bring clippers that are like fucked up.
On purpose.
On purpose, yeah. Because it's for me. I think you get to learn how to use the most difficult equipment, so that when you get to the shop, you get proper equipment. Then you become faster. Understand? Easy to adjust. So yeah, she comes in, she puts the child on her lap. I start cutting. Halfway through the haircut, the kid starts crying. So the mom is like, okay, just do a cheese scope on the sides, and then you leave her. I was like, okay. I take a cutthroat and put in a razor. As I was about to say, he flinches. Yeah, I cut him.
Yo.
I felt bad, like super bad. But eventually I started adjusting, understand it was okay. Kids love to play. So just goof around, you understand?
You should have toys around or something.
In most cases, yeah, but in most cases, we learn to see. As long as you have data on your phone, it means you have YouTube access, Popeye and stuff like that. It keeps them busy.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So when I got here, me and the guys, I think we kind of changed the whole narrative because we now have a competition with who has a better daycare. We call it a daycare station. You understand? So when there's a kid around you, we say your daycare is open. It has to be QO level daycare. I don't know if you get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask Guti, you already said it, but kulama classes that you actually go to, do you guys have like practicals and like theory party, or it's just like mainly practical because that's what you're gonna need? The paper, okay, yeah, maybe, but the practical is what you're gonna need most of the time. So like, what happens with our classes? Obviously, you disclose with the practicals, they give you fucked up clippers and all of that. But yeah, man, what happens with our classes?
So, our classes, it's actually a bit of both. Because there's like, throughout the day, it's basically practicals. You understand?
Okay.
We give out free haircuts, so you go ask a person like, and stuff like that. You practice on their head.
I was about to ask, like, when you guys were still learning, where do you like get the people that you have like been practicing? And imagine like messing up people.
Exactly, understand. But there's like a lot of school kids that are willing to get a free haircut, plus the Legends Barber image.
Oh yeah.
You understand? So throughout the day, it was kind of like those things. But for us, it was safer because there's always a facilitator around. If you ever fuck up, he's able to fix it. So every haircut that goes out there is proper. You understand?
Okay.
But we had like, Monday, we call it the demonstration in the morning for like that hour. He gets someone, he demonstrates on how to cut and whatsoever. Then from after that, we go look for people for ourselves. Tuesday, we call it what did we call it again? Training manual discussion, yeah. So we go through the papers. It's kind of like a revision with some paper and stuff like that. So you get to rethink everything, and stuff, yeah. So it's always been there.
So would you recommend people that would love to cut people to start their journey at Legends Barber?
Honestly, yeah.
Or do you prefer them go to their own thing? Or do you prefer them go to Legends Barber, have the foundation at least, and then maybe you can push your own thing?
For me, my journey has been great for so far. So I'd advise obviously people to go that direction.
Okay.
Plus, Legends Barber, it taught me equality. Mine you possess to the point that I could walk a mile, for instance.
I know what you're about to say.
So when a person walks by, I'm like, shit, they fucked up your trim. You understand? Or like, you're not properly faded. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Shit. So shit must have been more ingenious,
straight. Wow. And imagine, most of them all with your girl, and you have that pride, and it's okay, I'm here, and then I see you, I'm like, bruh.
Do you ever feel like approaching them with no bruh? Please come to Legends.
Nah.
Just for
I'm like, it's fine, man. Hey, we all have our mistakes at the end of the day. You check. Because before Legends, I also used to cut the cars in a nine. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. But now, I can't. I can't.
So, like, throughout your journey of being a barber, what challenges would you say you faced? Maybe messing up a person's hair, or like what challenge have you faced? I believe you cutting the kid. Maybe that had to be also.
That was the first challenge actually.
But aside from that, what other challenges would you say you faced?
There was a time, I'm never gonna forget this.
Okay.
There was a time like to make Minky Mouse. Shit.
Oh, and I was about to ask, was it like the pictures? What do you call it? I believe you don't just see pictures, or it's just that. So like, I wanted to ask, what happens?
Yeah.
But I can already imagine Mickey Mouse was sitting here right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So bear in mind, with in each and every detail that there is good design, we don't have like a stencil or whatsoever to like play.
So you have to do it
freehand. Yeah. So this kid comes up, is like, he wants Minky Mouse.
Because I thought maybe like there's maybe sort of like a drawing yana, maybe that's in like metal. Then maybe you put a powder, basic. Yeah, like I always said like maybe like you put a powder, maybe then it's and then now you have like the outline of everything. Then it's just
nothing.
No ways.
Nothing from scratch. At least, it's understandable you have a picture, but you still have to do it.
No, the picture doesn't do you any justice. Like,
this kid comes, he's like, he wants Mickey Mouse. But I'm not sure if he walked out with a goofy or a rabbit, but I tried, didn't they? I tried. That's why I don't attempt it anymore. It's tricky. It's honestly tricky.
So even now, at your
at this point,
at your level, do you still like run away from it? You would try it.
Now I try it. I'm way more confident now. Because at first it was the whole idea. Doing the design takes a lot of patience, understanding the direction of the hair, knowing if I cut you like this, it's not gonna cause skin irritation, which is gonna cause them bumps and stuff like that. Understand? So now I feel like I've mastered all of that and I can do it. I think I did it once.
A craziest design you'd ever do, or a crazy design that you ever done, what was it? Because you get your hearts, but I feel like that one is not that
simple. That's simple. So I did the guy wanted, we call it a flat fade.
Yeah, fade. Tape. Like Gucci Lenny tape. What 2.0? That we don't know.
So a flat fade ends. I don't want to call out people's name, but it's like a proper fade, but it's flat on the top.
Okay.
Like it's a proper fade right round, but it's flat. The first fade we went on wave.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a flat fade.
Okay.
So the guy wanted a purple flat fade with a feather on the side, but the feather must be black. So I did that. Perfectly so.
You can imagine the feather with
and imagine
black.
The color requires bleach. You have to bleach the hair first. You understand? Bleach and black dye don't mix because it burns. So imagine I had to properly put in the bleach on the top part of the hair, right? And there's like the feather on the side, and there's a bit of hair that requires bleach. So it was challenging, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, honestly.
So would you say that was one of your best haircuts you've ever done? I know which you've done a lot
so far.
So you'd say that was your best. Maybe so you'd put it good top 5 yako nyana.
Yeah, it would be number 4.
Sure. You can imagine number 1, what is happening.
I witnessed a lot of things, especially when it comes to ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, one thing about ladies, they're the most difficult customers, but the moment she gives you the idea of what she wants, trust me, you're gonna enjoy doing that haircut.
Sure.
Because ladies, every lady's cut, it always has to do with a certain design. Understand? So it's like you test out your artistry, you would see how far can you like reach your limits and stuff like that. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I enjoy ladies' cut. I don't like.
So have you ever gave someone a wrong cut? Maybe you misheard that person and nigga cut her wrong, like totally. And it was very good now. So halfway, the month was okay, like bro, what are you doing? I said this, and when you're doing this,
Almost. So
because I believe with like most of the time when I'm sitting, okay, I want a tape. Maybe when I was so pay with okay. So what's happening? So good see okay, I heard you said tape or something, but now I'm like focusing on like your head with what's happening. So I believe with maybe a lot of times you might like misheard like someone would see.
For me, it's only that one incident though. But
was it when like you were starting your journey, or it was
I was like
is it a current
year
thing?
for this was like 4 months ago if I'm not mistaken. If not 2 months ago. So this guy comes in. Normally he does a flat fade like I explained.
Oh yeah, okay.
He does that. So he was like, okay, cut me now. Check, he said. I create because there's this thing we do when we call them guidelines or borderlines. So we firstly start with a bold line, Chisco. I do bold line. As I'm halfway through the head, he's like, actually he wanted a mohawk. Like, and I'm all hawking like. So I'm thinking, this guy.
Plan.
So I slammed the mohawk. Don't ask me how, but I slammed the mohawk. It was a very thin one at the back, but it was like,
came out proper.
Yeah, it came out proper because he also applied dye. I was like, good shot.
Oh,
that was a good shot. I was like, okay, dye. I'm gonna try to blend it properly at the back. It would came out proper.
Shoo.
He actually loved it.
And it's that when you actually did a mistake.
I almost fucked him up. Yeah.
Alright, would you say if the machine has somehow decides to like the blades maybe our adjustanga kahle and all of that, have you ever came across that situation with okay, maybe uti and then it goes blade all of a sudden, or now you're used to the machine with okay manje it's at this point or what, because I believe with maybe someone before you were like okay man, Nalo was cutting the same thing and I was to die same motion and you were like and then it went blade. Have you ever got like a situation like that, or maybe they taught you guys to actually check your machines before actually touching a person's head?
Because one thing for sure, before cutting, obviously you sterilize the machine, disinfect it, you oil it and stuff. Every morning before we start working, we clean, we oil our machines and stuff like that.
Okay.
So along the process of oiling it, you check what some blades are just there. I understand. So okay, at first training scenes obviously build no change. You have to look at it. Understand? But now I feel like I'm already feeling it. Now it's in me, so I don't even have to look. If I know what I have to do this, I'm just like using one hand even. It's like close blade, half blade, it's in me already.
Sure. Okay. Then like have you ever like maybe you cut a client and the client is like I don't like this haircut. Like not in a way which it's bad, but that's no, like I don't feel it. It's not what I expected in some way. Yeah. Have you ever faced something like that, and how did you like actually react to it?
It happens a lot, honestly, because most people have this.
I believe it's ladies. I believe I'm a cheater.
Ladies especially, but you'd be surprised how much cheater they do it, because much cheater come agency. They've got brown hair. You understand? I cut you. Powder, we charge it. You have to pay for powder. It's not for free. It's a product. Understand? They come. You ask them, are you gonna put powder or that? It's like, nah, just the color only.
Yeah, then I say pull me.
You understand? Some trim and the trim doesn't come out properly as he's seen in pictures. And he's like, it's not what I expected. But there's cameras there. If I put you powder, they see me on the cameras. Obviously, they're gonna come to me. I'm gonna have to pay for it. So now it means I'm paying for your haircut, and that's not gonna happen because I'm also trying to get some paper. You understand? I'm also trying to get some cheese. So it's a bit unfair. It's one-sided.
So there's cameras.
There's cameras.
Aye, mara manje.
For safety purposes.
Oh,
Safety purposes.
okay. Not necessarily good. They looking at you
no.
guys.
It's for safety purposes.
Okay. And then like speaking about challenges, how was like family support? When you told your parents, "With no man, I actually love cutting people's hair," because as I always tell my kids, a lot of parents don't believe in. Everyone in the like your media, like you being a barber, and they only believe like school. Exactly. You have to be a lawyer, you have to be a teacher, you have to be all of that. So from your side, how was the support from your family or your parents in general?
It was a bit tricky because. So let me start here. In my high school years, my parents kind of like separated. I understand.
Okay.
So it became a straff now. You know how now you have to pick sides, and he's obviously gonna manipulate you to mama wrong so that you understand. So it became that specific scenario gave me until I kind of like I came to a realization that man.
Yeah.
So I went back to my mom, kind of like at a chat. She was like, "Nah, I understand it was a phase. Plus, I'm done on fun." So I finished school. Ekaya, it's that family over team. Most of the guys they're raised by Abu Mama. It's like absent fathers and stuff like that. So it's under pressure. See, under pressure in a way you would see. Most is in the one who that they wanted to achieve and they couldn't. So now they're putting us under pressure to like. Ekaya, it's either you become a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, like typical black parents' rules. So I was like, okay. Just finished my bachelor's degree, at least level 6 nyana on English. I qualified to be a lawyer.
Okay.
I applied, but I applied late, so the only place they accepted me was uni. So you understand? I did that. COVID happened. I was like, nah, because around about that same time, I was like smoking weed and stuff like that. Yo, I was like, really after matric life, yeah. So I ended up dropping out.
Okay.
So from me dropping out, after they've seen I'm not into the whole lawyer thing because I wanted to do fine arts, fashion and design. So I applied again AEG. They accepted me in the midst of me doing my portfolio up because I had to submit them. I found out the NSFAS won't fund me because drop it out for them to fund me. 1 year and you drop it out, and I have to pay for myself. I understand, which is like 35,000 something. And at that time, I kind of cash. So I was like, might as well leave UJ also because I don't have a choice, man. So really, I ended up not submitting portfolio, so they took me out of the waiting list and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. Got a job, it didn't work. At that time, they accepted I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna take whatever opportunity that
comes your way.
Exactly, because at that time I was like super desperate. So I was like, okay, cool. Became a school janitor. Supportive girls, like it's better than a club. At least they see the efforts with the boys growing and stuff like that. So when I told them about being a barber and moving to Secunda, it was like,
how old were you? I don't know if you'd love to disclose that one.
I was 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
It's not bad, exactly. Yeah. So when I told them about moving, they were like, okay, we understand you love what you do. But we never thought, we never thought you'd be working for someone else.
Oh.
You get the whole idea. It was kind of like, okay, they wanted me to do the training and everything, but they were hoping for me to start my own shit. Instead of like working a legend and stuff like that. But for me, I knew what I wanted. You understand? I knew what I wanted. I even told them, this thing, number one, I'm doing it for not only for exposure, but for experience also, for growth. You understand? I can't open my barbershop where else I never learned how properly a barbershop is run. Because the training center and the shop is not the same. It's different. Very different. You understand? The shop is way more disciplined. Shop is like, you get there early. If you late, feel successfully, fuck cheese. No,
like home.
Yeah, you go home.
And then they mark you absent or
absent without pay. You understand? So training center, it's like we don't get paid. So none among it is what it is, you understand? So I did therefore a growth, the experience with okay, this is how I'm supposed to do this. There's certain things I'm not supposed to do. You understand the importance of doing for me, you understand, and why there's certain like conduct in this one here and in this one here. Exactly. So I feel like the whole, how long have I been there? It's been
a while.
I think a year and 6 months if I'm not mistaken, because I'm heading to like 2 years now.
That's excluding your secondary year, like months.
No, including, yeah. But excluding training center.
Yeah.
From the first day I signed the contract, it's like I think I'm going for like 2 years now.
That's proper. How many years are you planning? 5? Do you think you'll reach 5?
Nah, I thought I'd even reach 3.
But why? Because you said this treatment is proper.
Like I said, the main reason I went there is for growth and experience.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, man, going back to like family support, because I feel like you haven't like answered the question exactly. Like currently, since back born, like imali, we are calling okay, mama, na 100 rand. You just like how is it now? Are they slowly accepting it that you actually working for someone and not for like yourself? Are they slowly accepting everything? There's lawyers, there's what, and then when you just take the freeway, rewind. How is the support right now? Because I believe Guti, even you hardly even ask your parents for money. With okay, man, I need this T-shirt. I need this. You know, now so they see what no man actually
he's growing.
He's growing. Yeah. So that's what I wanted you like to. I wanted to ask, Guti, how is the support in that way, in that term?
So in that way, they are supportive. I don't wanna lie, they are.
Okay.
Because if there's ever like a family thing, and there's always like, so bomb and stuff like that. You understand? They show they appreciate what I do. Even though they're not happy that I'm working for someone else, but they still like supportive behind me. There's like a couple of few equipments that I have that my aunt brought me.
Okay.
She legit but it's like, okay,
I see what you do.
This is for your side hustle. You understand? So they're very supportive, man. I don't want to lie. Very.
But and then if you had to like think, Guti, who's the most supportive person amongst your family, who would it be? Like no bad vibes, but now like you can feel it. Okay, man. Even if I can approach this one, he or she can like go all out to actually help me when it has to do with anything that has to do like me being a barber.
It's actually a tie between 3 people.
Okay.
Equally. It's my mom. I don't want to say my girlfriend. She's my wife. And my aunt.
Okay. Oh, ladies, no
cheating. They've always held it down for me. I don't want to lie.
Okay,
company now, Golden Leather. My girl's in charge of almost everything. I understand.
That's imagine having your girlfriend as your manager, bro.
Best thing ever.
Like your girlfriend is the manager, your accountant, everything. It's your girlfriend. Okay, your wife, not girlfriend. Sorry.
My wife. Yeah. Prospective wife.
Alright, and then like you already mentioned, your new journey that you're starting, which is in golden leather. So before you started like the golden leather, what challenges would you say you faced of starting the whole thing of golden leather?
So let's get this out of the way first. Golden leather.
And no. Before I carry on, are you alone? Aside from your wife? Are you alone in all of this, or you have a partner in some sort? Not partner, but someone that helps you.
I have a couple of guys. I don't want to lie.
Okay.
You understand? I have my guy Benicio. You know him. My tattoo artist Alfonso. He writes for me. Ivy Lean is like my model and stuff like that. Whenever I cut him, he puts shit out there. There's like a couple of niggas that are holding it down for me. Appreciate it. Understand? But it was a golden leather, man. Actually, Benny came up with the name.
And the logo, I believe with
The logo also.
that's proper.
Yeah.
Yo, that's proper.
So I was like, because okay, golden leather. Firstly, it's like I wanted the company mostly to focus on products. I want to sell products like your wave bars, your beard oils, hair growth oils, and stuff like that. You understand?
Okay.
So now we're trying to manufacture it and everything. So I told the Benny about that whole idea. He was like, "Nah, go for it, bro." So he was like, "What do you want to name it?" I was like, "Royal."
Royal.
Yeah, Royal.
Okay.
But I wanted a crown at the back on the logo. He was like, "You know what? I'm gonna take that idea and switch it up." I was like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Okay, what do you want the tagline to be?" I'm like, "Ocean leather waves," because the wave bar is like for waves and stuff like that. I was like, "Ocean leather waves." Leather is like so we call the hair texture of waves. We call it leather.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, sure. Comes back a week later with the logos. It's like golden leather at the crown.
And now some piggies because that was proper.
It's
I mean,
proper, bro.
I wouldn't even
God.
ask questions. No, I mean, I said this and we did. Oh, that's proper.
I understand. So I asked him, I'm like, okay, where does this golden come from? Because I understand the leather. Where does this golden come from? He's like, have you noticed that it's mostly black people that have waves? I'm like, yeah. Like, and I feel like it's disrespectful to call a black person black. Why not say your skin is golden?
Smart.
I'm like, this nigga.
Yo.
Bruh, this guy is like, yo. I literally enjoy working with this guy.
I mean, I'm calling it logo.
Yeah.
I logo. Imagine that logo on a staff uniform.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yo, no, shout out to Benny.
Benny yeah.
Shout out to Benny.
Yeah.
And then let's speak about I've seen that you do like more. I need mobile or house calls. Yeah, and all of that. So how's that for you? Like I don't know. Maybe it doesn't affect you that much, being mobile and not having like a
form of transport.
Yeah, and all of that.
Space,
and so how is that for you right now? And especially since you starting your own thing. So I believe we have to use Imali Angali and put it aside. So how's that since you started?
I mean, like I said, the main purpose for Golden Leather was to like do my products, right? So I decided to do the house calls to fund the business itself. You understand? So in my house call, it goes straight into the products.
And the wife is very
she tells me it's okay, you got a text from who he wants an appointment and stuff like that. And then when he told me you're gonna be working on this day, so I told him nails about off Nilang. I'm like,
she's a manager.
Yeah,
she's the one.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Hey.
For anyone that knows me, they know my part. So for me to be calling a girl my wife, trust me, I'm good.
Okay, and then take us through your journey. What came into mind when you actually wanted to start Golden Leather? What came into mind when you actually wanted to have your own product? Because I don't know if you guys actually watched my whole content. We had Ubesh on the first public interview, so that's where we actually met. And I don't know who you were speaking to there, but I picked up that you want to start something that has to do with products and all of that. So I just want to ask with you, what came into mind when you actually wanted to start this whole thing? It's okay, man, if I can do this, it can actually push.
So obviously I'm a barber, so most of them are, I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed it. Like on my social media platforms, on my pages and stuff like that, but I set up based on what you mostly search. You understand?
Oh yeah.
So my TikTok kept on showing this guy that has like a product, the wave barber. This guy's from the States. You understand? And I've noticed that okay, the gents here in SA, they fucking with waves. Understand? Very like it's clean boys things. So I was like, why not have my own product? Because obviously it's gonna sell.
Okay.
I understand. So I told this person, let me keep it unknown.
Okay.
I told this person, I was like, brah, it's a guy. I was like, brah. I was like, brah, I'm thinking of starting this and this. understand? I was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna work because there's already products out there. There's like, we call them pomade, I'm a cream.
Pomade, yeah.
There's like pomades and what. I thought people were gonna like fuck with your soap, but they
But you haven't tried.
Exactly. He calls it a soap. You understand? I'm like, bruh, there's guys out here that we call wolfers. There's wolfers, and wolfers, they rely on shampoos. They rely on hair oils and stuff like that. So you never know. I was like, I try it and see. Okay, it's not. Drafted the idea down and pitched it to the wifey. The wifey was like, okay. So when you're ignoring me on the app, you're actually doing some research. I'm like, bruh, what you think? So she was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. So we did research, found out about the oils and stuff like that. We found out the equipment that we need to use to actually manufacture. Yeah. So the only challenge that we have now is the packaging. We've been looking for a packaging around. It's pretty hard to find. I don't want to lie.
And I believe what you need packaging that will
exactly
match the logo.
You understand? And problem with packaging in a lot, it's like limited. And for business, obviously, at some point I'm gonna need like a packaging which is gonna supply me with like 100,000 boxes as time passes, and they're gonna fail, obviously. It's limited. So the packaging, they only have like 10 boxes. I understand. So it's an inconvenience.
And then I wanted to ask about the logo, but I feel like you disclosed the logo, how it all came up, because I wanted to like give a shout out to whoever. But in mind, when I looked at the logo and I remembered with no man, you actually friends with Benny. I knew from the spot with this is Benny. This is Benny. So again, man, shout out to Benny for the logo.
Hates it when I call him that.
Oh, that's
that's his real name.
Yeah, but then would you say if you didn't work at Legends Barber, would have you had the idea of actually starting your own thing? Let's say maybe you worked somewhere else aside from Legend.
My own thing, yeah, but not my own thing in like cutting hair and stuff like that.
Okay.
But aside from my own thing, yeah. Because in high school, it's not my auntie, obviously. Kumikasi. In high school, there was this trend in China, locally. There was like upcoming brands. So we also had our own brand. You understand?
Okay.
We also have our own.
So like from clothing to being a barber now.
My main thing is that I'm a people's person. You understand? So I try to associate myself nabantu who are like doing different crafts and stuff like that.
Okay, maybe like what I wanna ask, maybe it might be a bit personal, because I see like you're a tattoo person, and have you ever thought of actually hopping on like being a tattoo artist? Since before the shoot you disclosed the routine, being a barber also has to do with art, knowing how like to do art and all of that, and also being a tattoo artist, you need to know how to draw.
Exactly.
So since like from clothing, now you're a barber, do you ever see yourself maybe trying being a tattoo artist? Yeah, but I'm not saying you practice because tattoo it's not a haircut, ne? But imagine messing up your body with.
It's worth it though. Brings in the cheese.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
You can, at some point, I'm gonna have like a lot of tattoos. People are gonna call me ugly. You can call me ugly, but you can't call me broke.
Ooh. Okay, no, that's a bar. That's a bar. So your answer is yes. You try it out. If you had a chance.
With no doubt, yeah, I'll try it out.
All right. Then aside from like the skill or experience you have, what's other like something different would you say you have aside from being a barber or like cutting people's hair? What else? A skill, or I don't know, do you call it a skill?
Yeah.
What you do, would you say skill or talent, or what would you say it is?
I'm good with words. For real, I used to be a poet.
Okay.
I used to write poetry.
Okay, whoa. Poet, clothing, barber, soon tattoo
artist.
No ways.
For real, bro.
Okay.
Grade 11, we had this group. I think we still have that Facebook page. It's called New Age Poetry. They used to like write poetry, post it there, stuff like that.
Okay. So you'd say for now, you have another skill of poetry. Would you say you still got it right now? That's how you got your wife.
Nah. For my wife, it was genuine, man. For my wife, it was like properly genuine.
Okay. No. All right. And then, what's your chat on the other barber that we have here in Witbank, which is the famous barber? It's Jake. Yeah, the one at Clifton. Chikiano. What's your chat on that one? Since you're a Legends boy, that's why you also have the name of legendary Barbie. Yeah. So what's your chat on that one? Not okay, but you can say anything about
anything.
it. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not a type of dude to throw shades and stuff like that. I'm just proud. You would see the guys are out there pushing, getting their paper. At the end of the day, that's all we have to do. Understand? I'm actually friends with this guy who Twice from the cuts. Twice. He owns his own barbershop. He Twice quality haircuts. Understand? I try by all means to associate myself with those kind of people so that I know what's independence is key. So no shade thrown. I just fuck with the guys, man.
So they're doing a great job.
Great job. Independence is key, man.
Would you work there if you had a chance to move from Legends? Would you go there?
Nah.
Okay. And think on the spot. If the money is good that side, would you go?
Honestly,
let's say 20% more than you pay right now at Legends. Yeah.
Honestly.
Remember, you're working on doing products right now,
exactly.
So you have to grab everything, man. Exactly. That's coming your way.
Okay, let me answer honestly. Honestly, no lies. Honestly, for me to be getting that kind of money, it means I'm actually making it more. So no.
Yeah. Okay, that's a smart one.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay, and then I know that you also working on hair product. No, you also disclose that one. So yeah, man, I think that's it I had for you. Hopefully I disclosed a lot, but as I said, man, with I'm not gonna be focusing on your personal life. Oh, I feel this is fine, just to not be serious, serious interview. Just just touch on that one. But as you say, with she's everything. So man, bona upesh. In some way, but yeah, man, shout out to you, man. From my side, I wish you all the best. Hopefully one day sizobona a store Highfield Mall, golden leather. See my ambassador with my guy behind the camera with Tara. So yeah, man, shout out to you. But then what can people expect? When can people expect the product? Maybe next year, Nyana, or you're still working on it? Because I believe it needs a lot of admin and a lot of research and all of that. But when can people actually expect the product?
Yeah. So for now, like I said, our main problem is packaging, right?
Okay.
So I feel like end of January, because I'm a January boy. So just after my birthday, we're dropping.
Okay, because I guess be ready, Tara, be ready for the product. But then
keep growing oil, my guy. Got you.
And then like, what would you love to say to your supporters or everyone out there that gets to Legend and be like, we want bash? Yeah. What would you love to say to them?
One thing for sure, it's just love, man. It's just love, positive vibes, I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. I might not say it because I'm not pretty much of a guy that's more vocal about how he feels and stuff like that. But everything doesn't go unnoticed. And wifey says thank you also. Wifey says
again. No, like you know what's the problem? Like I feel jealous in a way. With like I wish I had someone like that. Imagine like
eventually it wasn't easy.
But yeah, man, I'm working on it. Hopefully, okay, let me not disclose this one because it's not about me. But hopefully, man, I'll get.
True. But it's a conversation. You're allowed.
Yeah, maybe for the other podcast. Not my. It's about Bash and you being a barber and all of that. But yeah, man, shout out to you, man. And guys, yeah, I believe with most of you guys always laugh at me with your gonna haircut today. Ngicela ukuthi in screenshots, you know. But yeah, man, shout out. Let me not say to Legend Bobby, or let me say shout out to Golden Leather, man, for the fresh haircut. And man, you know, I know what I'm looking fresh, so I want to say I'm single because I'm single, but I'm not ready to mingle with anyone right now. But yeah, man, shout out to Golden Leather. Shout out to Golden Leather, and make sure, man, to follow Golden Leather on Instagram, Facebook. Let's grow the family, man. Let's all have a golden leather haircut, if you can say that. Let's all have a golden leather haircut. I believe Gucci Bash is available. If you're on phone now, make sure to text the golden leather.
Text her wife. She's responsible with the account, so text her wife.
Make sure to text the golden leather. But in that text, in Gauteng Krumano Bash, yes, I would see there's wifey in all of this.
Don't get me in trouble.
But yeah, man, big shout out to you. Thank you for the haircut. You really appreciate it. Hopefully, man, since I'm now, you know, known with you, I'll be able to hold up a new haircut on each episode, have a fresh haircut from Golden Leather. But yeah, man, I think this is a promo video. This whole video is gonna be a promo for Golden Leather. Go spam Golden Leather's account. I need, by the end of this year, man, let's get it to maybe 200 followers, 200, 300 followers. I believe in my subscribers, man. I don't like calling you guys my fans. Like you all family. So I believe in everyone that's watching this. Golden Barber, Golden Leather on Instagram. Go follow it, man. But yeah, man, from my side, thank you for coming through, man. Hopefully you enjoyed. And
how would I close it?
Why are my guests telling me this? But no, man, you can close it. There's no problem.
Shout out to everyone supporting us. It's your boy Sebastian Lukosi, aka Booteng Papi, aka Legendary Papi, aka Pretty Boy Never Ugly, aka Cuteness. We out.
Alright, that's it from my side, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet on the next one.